Okay, marhaban, welcome back. Hopefully you had success with the letters ba, ta, and tha. For the rest of this lesson, we're going to do something a little bit different, and we're going to talk about vowels. Now, vowels in Arabic are actually simpler than English, and one reason is they sound the way they're written. If you think in English how many different ways you can write the sound A, for example, or E, many different ways, and it's hard to tell. In Arabic, what you see is what you get. And I've got a little box here. This is all the vowels that we're going to have in the Arabic language. Now there's two different types. There are what we call long and short vowels. Now please don't think of what we have in English, what we call long and short vowels. Those have nothing to do with length. For example, the vowel A is considered a short vowel in English, but if you think about it, you hold that for a long time. Compare a word like bit and bat. You're holding that a lot longer. So in Arabic, not like in English, long and short vowels mean exactly what they say. A long vowel is like a short vowel, it's only held longer. The difference between and I and E, U and U. Those are our complete 6 vowels. Okay? And so the difference is it's the same sound, you just hold it longer. Now we already know our first long vowel, which makes the A sound, and this is Aleph. This is the first letter that you learned. So we already have that one. Now there are 2 others, and you're going to learn them in a future lesson, but I'm going to put them up here because we'll need them for reference. There is the sound E. Now I know in English E is written a lot of different ways. For our purposes, these 2 letters here, think of the sound E, that's what this represents, as in teeth, beat, feet. Okay? And there is the long vowel sound OO, as in boot, flute. Okay? No problem. Now, for the short vowels, we have a corresponding one for each of the long vowels. And they're the same, it's just that you're cutting them off. So we have the A, Aleph sound, we're going to cut it off. Okay, so we have the I, as in bit, kit, fix, dig, I. Notice if I say I, if I stretch that out, A, right? E, that becomes an E sound. And U. It's a short U, cut it short to U. So we have A, I, U. Okay, these are our 3 short vowels, and that's what we're going to learn today. Now, the trick of these is that the short vowels, unlike Aleph, are not written with separate letters. So how are they written? Well, let's show you an example. Okay. Hopefully, you recognize we have 2 consonants that are familiar to us from this lesson. This is the consonant B, making a B sound, and this is T. But of course, you can't pronounce this as a word because it doesn't have any vowels in it. So we have to put some in there. Now we can see it doesn't have a long vowel. It doesn't have an Aleph. So the way the short vowels are written are with marks on top of or below the consonant. Now these are going to look very much like what we call accent marks in a lot of European languages. So in Spanish, French uses these. However, that's not what these are. They look like that, but they're short vowels. So let's look at the 3 that we have. Well, the short sound, the Aleph cut very short, it makes a sound, it's going to vary somewhat based on pronunciation, but it's a sound similar to the short sound in bed, bet, ted. Okay? It's cut short. This is going to look like a slanted line, and notice I put it high. It goes above the letter. It would be right here. You see how much that looks like, say, an accent mark in French? But that's not what it is. It's the short vowel. So, an important thing to note is the order is the consonant, then vowel. I mean, this looks like it's straight on top, so you don't know which one to pronounce first. But it goes consonant, vowel. So let's look at how this would be pronounced. pronounced. So we have a B, we have a short vowel, like an E, and we have a T. So bet, right? Bet. Okay? And that's the way that that would work. Okay? Now let's look at our second short vowel. Okay, same two letters, but we need a vowel, obviously, because this is not a word. Now, this short vowel here is known as kasra. This one, the name of it is fatha. This one is called kasr. Kasr is going to look exactly like fatha, except it's going to be on the bottom. It'll actually go under the line, like here. So that's the way I know, because it's on the bottom. And this gives me the I sound, as in kit, kid. Right? It's an E cut short, I. So this would be pronounced bit, bit. Notice the only difference is where that line is. Okay? Well, we have one more vowel to look at. Okay, so we said we have a long vowel, oo, so we have a short vowel, which is like an as in foot, okay, for example. Now this one is going to look slightly different. It's going to go in the same position as the feta did, but it makes a shape like this, and this letter is known as dhamma. Now, knowing the names of the letters is not that essential, because you don't pronounce it as dhamma, you pronounce it as u. But notice it's sort of like a curly Q, but it's got that hole in the center, which feta does not. It goes in the same place. Okay? And this again is going to give us an U sound. So, but. Okay? So there we have all of our three vowel sounds. So let's look at some examples and see if you can pronounce them. Okay, here we have three words with three different vowels on them. And we know all these letters. Now, not all of these are actual Arabic words, so they don't all have meaning, but they illustrate the pronunciation. So let's look at the first one. And remember our order. We go consonant, vowel, consonant, for however long we have in the word. So here, all right, I've got a be. Which short vowel do I have? It's the kasra, the I. And three dots is tha. The word bith. Remember again, short vowels, they're actually going to be short in length. So bith, bith. Okay? Here, we have the ta. Remember, start with a consonant. We have our short vowel, u. And our last letter is b. Tub, tub. Now, it's important to remember to keep to the Arabic sounds. Now, in English, this letter, like this letter, these vowel sounds have a lot of variation in them. This can be pronounced everything from an a to an u to an u, but in Arabic it keeps the same sound, which if you drag it out it would become u. So tub. Okay? And lastly, we know we have an n, a noon, an e or an a sound, and a te, net. Net. Okay? Now the difference is with these short vowels, you notice I'm barely opening my mouth for these. For the long vowels like aleph, notice ah. You see how much, just look at yourself when you say it. Ah, bat, tab versus teb. Okay? The mouth opens and closes with the short vowels versus the long vowels, you hold them. Tube. Okay? But that's it. We have three short, three long vowels. Now, admittedly, these are a bit difficult for speakers of English to recognize because it's not a distinction that we have in English. And so don't feel bad. This is usually one of the hardest things for English speakers to get used to. We have some exercises so you can practice distinguishing between a long a and a short sound. But this is really an art. It's something you build up over practice. The more you practice, the more you'll get used to it. Specifically when you start to learn real words with real meaning, it becomes much more important. The main thing now is for you to just get the concept of this and be able to recognize how they're written and what they should sound like. So we have some exercises for you to practice putting all this together. I know it's only been 2 lessons, but you have actually learned a lot of the basic mechanics of this language. You've learned connectors, non-connecting letters. You have learned all the types of vowels that we have. So it's actually really a lot of the basic mechanics. From here on out, it's mostly just filling in the rest of the letters. And so this may seem overwhelming, but you've really got the basics of the language down. So I wish you good luck. Tackle those exercises, and we'll see you back for our next part. Thank you very much. Shukran jazilan.